am driving from San Antonio to Dallas here in Texas. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes drive. It's a beautiful sunset right now. Such a pleasant drive. And the event that I'm heading to is pretty unusual. That's why I wanted to document it, because I am going to be an extra on the set of one of my favorite series, which is The Chosen, the series that I've shared with you about and recommended every time I could in a few of my posts. It's the series about Jesus and his disciples. Very touching, very beautiful. It's the biggest crowd-funded project ever made, meaning all of the costs are covered by people supporting the show. And back in February, I was in New York. The director of the series had a live session in which he announced that people might sign up if they would like to become extras for the season 6, which is the most important season. It's the season where Jesus is crucified. And I sent an email sometime in March. We were to submit the application, and I believe within 15 minutes all of the spots were gone. So I'm very happy that I managed to secure the spot. There were different options. People could join for 2 days, for 3 days, for 4 days. I am joining for 2 days. And we are also to bring our own clothes from the 1st century. We are to show up already dressed. So I have some clothes and I am pretty excited. I'm not sure what to expect, but now as I'm heading there, I'm pretty excited and curious what it's going to be. It's an opportunity to be part of something that is so highly appreciated and valued, and to see the set and to see how they're shooting the show. Looking great.
We've been going since April, and some of you were with us in Utah, and guess what? We haven't quit since you left. So blessed to have you with us. I really can't tell you what you guys do for us. When you walk on campus, man, something happens, and it's a wonderful thing. So thank you in advance for coming in and getting ready to really press in and not suffer from the heat too bad. This tent is really nice. I walked in, I was like, ooh, might wear a sweatshirt in the summer. Ladies, I want to ask in alignment with what you want. We want to see your face. So give us pure hands and clean hearts so that we can climb the hill of the Lord and just sit with you today. May today be a sweet experience, because we choose not to focus on our circumstances, but we choose to focus on your presence with us. And with that, God, I pray we all smile in ways we haven't smiled in years. And we ask it all in Jesus' name. And everybody said quietly, hey, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
This season, season 6, as some of you may know, has been by far the hardest season we've ever filmed. A lot of sacrifices have been made emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, physically. This has just been extremely difficult. But things that God sometimes gives us in the midst of that, just to remind us that it's worth it, just as much as having you show up for this week. Having you here, yes. When the cast and crew is exhausted as they are, and they are, the last 2 weeks, we've been filming from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And then over the weekend, we had to reset to get up early this morning. But you being here is what gives us that battery recharge. Knowing that you're supporting us, knowing that you've been praying for us, knowing that the fact that we're even here able to shoot this is because of the sacrifices that you have made. We're not able to shoot these scenes if you're not partnering with us. The sacrifice that you made to be here is a sacrifice that allows us to shoot this show. So this is a partnership. Now, because it's a partnership, that means you might have to sometimes make some of the same sacrifices we are, which is what this week is. Today, tomorrow, it's very hot. I can't remove the heat for you. And I think that part of this season is God allowing us to go through some of these difficulties to just get a very, very small taste of the kind of difficulties faced in the content that we are filming. This week, we are filming Jesus and the Pharisees who are transferring him from Pilate to Herod and back to Pilate. Hopefully, if you've read the scriptures, you know how this went. So this week, we're going to see some of that, and then we're also going to see the trial eventually later this week of Jesus before Pilate and before the crowds. And it's going to be hot, and it's going to be challenging, and this season is challenging, of course, for the characters in the show. And so I do believe that God sometimes puts us through those challenging things to just give us a small taste of what we're capturing. And that because of the sacrifices that we're all making, and you are going to make sacrifices today and tomorrow, millions and millions and millions of people around the world are going to hear this story in a way they've never heard it before. So many times we have seen this story throughout the decades in just, and then Jesus went here, and then Jesus went here, and then he suffered. But this time around, we know all of the people involved. We're getting a chance to see the connective tissue. We're getting a chance to see how much it impacted the friends and enemies of Jesus. And this season, you're going to see some enemies become followers. What? And that's what we're hoping is going to happen around the world. That the content of this season, by showing as much as we do, by showing the people who were impacted by Jesus, and in fact, we're going to be showing you things from the Old Testament, we're going to be showing you things throughout the history of humanity that led to the need for what Jesus did. And so I'm just telling you that yes, it's going to be a sacrifice. Yes, you are going to struggle. Yes, it's going to be hot, it's going to be tiring, and there's going to be times when you're sitting around waiting, but I promise you the sacrifice is worth it. And that's what we've been going through this season, and now that you're here, you're giving us a battery charge to finish the season. So thank you so much for being here. It means so much.
To shoot anywhere. It's shot ready 360 4 walls, which is very unique. Because if you go to like Universal or Hollywood, you'll just see 2 walls or 3 walls. Because the 4th wall is camera. But we got 4 walls here, so you can shoot anywhere, which is incredible.
And literally, it'll be 40 takes on one scene. And zooming in, zooming out, 2 people in the set, 20 people in the set. Quite a lot.
Come on in, guys. All the way in.
I remember these scenes.
So, super quick, guys. We'll go fast. We have limited time. I want you to have time to walk around and see everything. First things first. This is a hot set, which means this. We're not supposed to be on these. We made concessions because of what's going on today. Talk to the art department. They let us be in here. This is a huge deal. Now, look at you and say, not very many people get to do this. I will also tell you, anybody that's coming on Thursday or Friday of this week probably won't get to do this unless production has to do some flipping. So this is pretty cool for me to watch your faces kind of light up because you're in an environment most people don't get to come in. God, I kid you not. Like this is a not an everyday thing for groups of people. So congratulations.
when he got all of the music. And then the next person stepped on and stepped on that season. So we're
Look at that, we have a privilege to meet the main characters on The Chosen that we
Thank you.
admire, and Kirk is very friendly. We saw you passing by before, so that was very nice of you. So
Yeah, of
I
course.
just wanted to show you.
They won't even pay attention to the background. Hollywood, he's only reading everybody. Amen, brother.
Yeah, just grab a pot out of the trash up there. Yes.
So Bruce came in here and sat down there, or please get that?
Yeah, sit down. That's right. And,
He sat down or not?
yes. Yeah, the sign was, yeah, it's in the wall. That's right. Yes. And this was back wall.
So I am on my way back from Dallas after being on the set of season 6 of The Chosen for the past 2 days, and I wanted to share my impressions from the time. What a special time that was! Really, I am so incredibly impressed, and there's few reasons for that. First of all, this project felt different. I used to work as an extra in the movies back in New York years ago. I did it as a full-time job for 4 months. So I worked on some movies, TV series, commercials. So I've seen some big sets. I've seen how the production is going, right? So this part is always interesting, but it's not necessarily that part that is impressive. But what I found impressive and different about The Chosen is that you feel the spirit in it, you feel the mission in it, you feel that people who work on that project are really willing to go this extra mile, and that they want to be part of the project. Unlike other sets that I was on years ago, we were paid back then, right? You devote your time, right? You show up, but you're being paid, and you really don't care which show that is. You just go, you show up and leave. Here with The Chosen, this is the biggest crowd-funded project ever made, and people care. People care about this story being shared. Story of Jesus, right? Which is the most impactful, important story ever happening in the world, and everybody should see it, and people really care. So in order for us to be part of the project, everybody needs to support the show. Not to mention there's so many people who support the show who are not part of the extras team, but people so much care that they wanted to be part of the project, and there was so many people who flew in from other states. There were people from California, from South Carolina, from Illinois, Kentucky, from all over the place, basically. People took time out of their life, they flew in, they booked hotels just to be able to be on the set for a few days and be part of that important project. Season 6, the most important season, right? Scenes of crucifixion. Those particular scenes were shot before in Italy, so these were not the scenes shot right now. But still, we all know the scenes. Still very heavy, I would say, and important scenes. So to be able to be on the set and see Jonathan Roumie, who portrays Jesus so beautifully right in front of us, to see all of the other characters, right, apostles. You look at those people, they stand right in front of you, and you just cannot help, it's so natural, but at the same time, you look at them and you see those characters, right, that's characters from the Bible. They become representation of those characters to us. Really incredible and touching, and really, I guess I will be processing that for some time. Another thing that really struck me was how well taken care of we as extras were. Not only we were fed, and we were constantly reminded to drink water, to stay in the shade, to apply sunscreen, to make sure everybody's doing and feeling fine. But also Dallas Jenkins, the director, came to greet everybody yesterday morning, and he took time to share his take on what season 6 means in his eyes, and how important those scenes are, and how some of the people were against Jesus and they converted and started following Jesus, and how he hopes that those stories will inspire people worldwide to follow Jesus as well, right? Like, you could tell how much he cares about the impact of the series on the world, which was beautiful. And also the actors, which was very surprising to me. We were told, obviously, when you're on the set, you cannot have the phone with you, absolutely understood. And we were told not to, not even try to make eye contact with the actors. They need to focus. They have heavy scenes to make. But the actors themselves, they were so open, they were so friendly. We ran into the actor who portrays Gaius, a very nice character, and also very nice actor. His name is Kirk. He took his time yesterday. He stopped by, started talking to us, shared how long he knows Dallas Jenkins, and it was really interesting to know. And we also commented on the characters, what we think about how they portray them, which scenes were impressive to us. It's incredible, because I mentioned to him, we watch you, obviously we watch all of you, I meant, right? Sitting in our couches, in our living rooms, right? And we all have that image in our heads of those characters. And when we read the Bible, we see your faces, right? Basically, it's really such a load to what they do. And then also being on the set, which was very surprising to me, the actors were smiling at the extras, stopped and talked to us, shook hands. We saw the scene that was shot today. Obviously, we saw Jonathan Roumie, right? And then the followers. We saw Mary Magdalene, Martha, Joanna, who else? Z, right? Like, out of the followers. the main characters were there, and they really were acknowledging us being there and even thanked us to be there, which was so nice, right? It's just so nice. We're just the addition, but it felt like everybody's part of the family, the chosen family, which is growing, which is amazing. And really such huge admiration and appreciation to what they do. The organization overall was incredible, and not to mention they've been working on it already for years, right? This today was day 62 of them shooting season 6, and the hours are long. They spend long days on the set. Just before this week started, Dallas Jenkins mentioned they were shooting 2 weeks overnight. Obviously the crew is tired, right? But you cannot tell. They are energized, they are nice, they are appreciative and helpful. So I guess everybody, that energy flows in between people. So I am very thankful for this experience. It was really special to me, and huge admiration and appreciation to obviously Dallas Jenkins, who undertook such a huge project, all of the crew, the actors, obviously it's a mission right now, and Jonathan Roumie particularly. And I really hope that their goal of The Chosen being seen by a billion people will be achieved, God willing. So if you can do something after watching this, do yourself a favor. If you haven't seen The Chosen yet, and watch it, you will not regret it. It's a life-changing series. Beautiful, positive, bringing hope, and emphasizing the most important things in life, which is the faith and Jesus.